Hey, what's going on there, everybody? This is Sammy Legger here representing TeamJVS. Here to you guys another review from Tiff 2024. I'm talking about Hold Your Breath. This is starring Sarah Paulson, and she plays a mother that basically has two daughters, played by Amaya Miller and Alana Jane Robinson. And the husband isn't home, unfortunately. And they're in a place of drought. They're in Oklahoma, I think in 1938. It may be a little bit sooner than that. I apologize if I got the date wrong. But there's not any plants, there's not been any rain, there's nothing but drought, and they are trying to manage a farm and survive. And it is not happening. Everything is working against them, and on top of that, there has been these missing people coming out of everywhere. Like, people can't find where they are, and they don't know what's going on. But anytime a dust storm comes up, there's this rumor that the gray man is coming in, not just removing people, but possessing them and having them kill their own and working against the grain, no pun intended, to eradicate anything in its path. Now, you do have in the character Ebon Mars Battrich. If you've seen The Bear, he just literally won another Emmy. Amazing actor, Ebon. But he kind of comes into town. He's kind of like a preacher. And, there are these questions that are happening on the supernatural side versus people just losing touch of reality based on the circumstance. And again, there's something that happens very early on that sets Sarah Paulson's character on this interesting path, but for her own mortality and sanity. And it's a well done film. I was at the edge of my seat throughout the whole entire movie, because normally, you got a thriller in the city, or there's a certain circumstance okay, something's coming. I've never seen a horror taking place in this time zone, this time era. And on top of that the base of it is the 1930s. The basis of it is a entity that moves through the sand of a sandstorm. That just sounds insane. Never seen or heard anything quite like it, but I can tell you they handled it well. Even the scenes that are shot, the cinematography and the grounded work that they had to do for making it a believable sandstorm, making those sandstorms actually real, making sure they could be able to capture everything, these invoking emotional moments that kind of happen throughout. But the highlight and the gem of this is Sarah Paulson, Amaya, and Alani. Their relationship and their chemistry is just so palpable. It's so believable. It's so deep that it makes the film for me. Because anything that happens, there's certain characters that certain things happen to them. Anale Ashford, she plays a very interesting role and character in this, and certain circumstances that kind of happen to her make some good conversation between her and Sarah Paulson. But the meat of this for me is the relationship between her and her daughters, and the willingness to sacrifice anything and everything to protect, and what that actually looks like, what that actually means, what does that actually entail. I just could not believe how insane the concept of this is. Just off the concept alone, is this real? Is this and I actually had the opportunity to ask the directors, where did they get this concept from? See, shameless plug, you can definitely go and check out our interview with that a little bit later on. But in terms of the narrative, it keeps you guessing throughout. You don't know where this is going to lie. You just know progressively it's just getting worse. And some of the shots are just disturbing, man. From a horror standpoint, they handled this well. This is literally a Western horror, which is insane to even think about conceptually. Again, the acting from those three actresses are astonishing. Ebon plays such a insane role as well. But the only thing that I can say is that there are moments where I was hoping for a little bit more in interconnection with outside things that are happening.
things, but at the end of the day, this was a well done film. I think that this is one that's going to catch people off guard. I don't think you're going to see it coming, and I think it's also something towards the third act that I didn't see coming. So I think it's one of those ones that I highly recommend. Yes, wardrobe change. Sorry. But I would rest this at a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend you go and check out Hold Your Breath. Sarah Paulson is amazing, and these two amazing actresses are doing an amazing job collaborating with her. And yeah, it's insane, but just stick with it, and I think you're gonna have a really good, entertaining time. I'll talk to you guys a bit later on. Peace, people.